guys, here you have it. A thawed out octopus. It looks beautiful. Oh yeah. Well, we let it thaw out and we're going to get it ready to be pan-seared on the high heat. Brown it a little bit, season it with garlic, and then we're going to put it in the oven instead of the normal traditional way of boiling it in water. We're going to bake it in the oven, and I think it's going to come out delicioso. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Fish Hook. This will be another episode in Munchy Mondays. Today I'm going to be highlighting a key dish from my dad. We're going to be honoring my dad, Al Caputo, as a fabulous cook, complimenting my mom. And one of his signature dishes was a seafood salad. And today one of our special ingredients is going to be octopus. And I'm going to cook it in a little bit unconventional way. The standard conventional way is to put it in boiling water, in and out until the muscles relax, the proteins break down, and then you cook it for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to bypass that, and we're going to sear it in a hot pan, and I'll bring you close on the stove. We're going to sear it in nice olive oil, let it get nice and seared on both sides, and then in addition, it'll be releasing its juices. Those juices are going to flavor it, and we want to cook in those juices. So instead of some other recipes and other people have done, they've added wine to it, and that's all fine and dandy. I think this one will be served better when we use its own juices and its own internal flavorings. We're going to bring it out. And then once we've seared it, then we're going to put it in the oven, and hopefully for about an hour and a half to 2 hours until it is fork tender. Then we'll take it out, cut it up, and prepare it in a great seafood salad. In addition to octopus, we're going to have squid. We're going to saute them in a pan and then marry it all together in the salad. So come on in a little closer and I'll show you what we're doing. Now I'd like to show you the star of the dish. I had frozen octopus, about a 4.5 pound one. This one came from Spain, and they went through the trouble of fully gutting it out. This is roughly a 4.5 pounder. All the tentacles, let me show you. This is it. These are all delicious eating. And this is all going to change color once we sear it. Here's the head, completely been gutted out. I can flip it backwards out. And they took out all the entrails, they took the beak out, they cleaned this animal out. And that just saves me doing any work. I'm going to put the entire thing, the eyes, everything they took out. So this whole thing will go into the hot frying pan here. I bought squid tubes and tentacles, only a 2.5 pound package for $14.95. So this, we're going to defrost real quick. We'll put them in water. And I've got some squid rings, all fresh from the ocean, nothing farm raised. So we're going to defrost them, and then I'll bring you back in close to the oven where we're going to be on top, and I'm going to drop the octopus in there and let it saute, and then flip it a little bit and just sear it, rather not saute, sear it. And then we'll get it prepared to go into the oven. So come on in. Some of our ingredients that we'll have for the salad will be fresh Italian parsley, fresh, I've got organic celery, I was able to get that. Got some nice pitted black, the real curly Italian olives. We're gonna squeeze some fresh lemon juice over that, fresh olive oil, and then we're gonna put some red bell fire roasted peppers in there and season it up, and all of that together is gonna make an awesome dish. We've got the oil on a low temp. We're going to put our octopus in there now. Very carefully put it in. There we go. And it will create its own juices, and we're going to sear it on both sides. So we're going to let it sit there, turn up the heat just a little bit, and we're going to see how this comes out. Oh yeah, the color is already changing to purple. They said it would do that. And the tentacles get nice and curly. Well, we're cooking it under controlled heat. And there's a lot of juice that's going to be emitted out of the octopus. So we'll give it a little chance to cook, and we'll bring you in a little bit closer to see this. And the juice that's coming out of this is the juice from the octopus. We have oil in here. We're going to cook it for a little bit. We're going to set our upper oven on bake for 325. Now our octopus has turned nice purplish color, and we've got it to sear on both sides. It developed its own juices, and now we're getting ready to put it into the oven. Now we're ready to put the octopus in the oven, and we're going to put a whole clove of garlic in here to cook for flavoring, and then we will season it to taste when we take it out. So let's put this in the oven. And we'll give it about an hour and a half to cook. Well, we're about ready to start adding in our seafood. There we go. We've got it on medium heat to avoid splatter. And these things cook really fast, so you don't want a high heat. You want it low, medium to medium low. Just a beautiful sight. And what a beautiful smell this is. Oh yeah. We'll just let this saute up a little bit. And then once it's sauteed and it's done and it's tender, they'll get tender right away. Then we'll take it out, put them in this dish to cool down, season it, and then we'll be looking in about another hour and a half. We'll be looking for that octopus to come out to be fork tender. When it's fork tender, I might even keep it in longer than an hour and a half, as long as it is fork tender. Then we'll cut it, chop up the tentacles, put them all together, mix it up with olive oil in a nice bowl, get a nice good seasoning on it, add all the ingredients, and it's time to chow down. We're going to add a little bit of salt, some kosher salt, a little bit of garlic powder, just a tad bit, a little bit of onion powder, and of course some black pepper. We'll give this a stir. Oh yeah, you could see the tentacles getting hardening up, almost like little rubber bands, but they're not going to be rubbery. They're going to cook real nice. As long as you don't do really high heat, it's going to overcook it, and then they'll turn into rubber where you really got to do a lot of chewing. But I think this is going to come out just fine. Smells delicious. Well, I just tasted it, and they are ready to come off. They're nice and soft, and they're not real super chewy. This is beautiful. So what we'll do, we'll save this until Our octopus is ready to come out of the oven. Absolutely delicious. But doesn't that look beautiful? We're going to check the octopus. It's been in for about 30 minutes. And I want to see if it's still nice and juicy. Then I'm going to cover it with tin foil to hold that in so it doesn't evaporate. Oh, look at that. It's got its own juices. I'm going to cover that in tin foil. We'll do it the right way, like that. All right. And we're going to pop it back in. And we won't make the mistake of touching it without holders. So we're going to let this cook, continue to cook for approximately another hour. Well, the moment of truth has come. We are going to take out the octopus. I had it cook a little bit more. It's about 2 hours. And we're going to see what we have. Oh, that smell is just ridiculous. All this, look at the garlic broke down. Oh, it's nice, nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice and tender. This is fork tender. Look how delicious that looks. All the garlic got soft and slurpy. That's all going in the salad. Just delicious. So now I'll have you join me at the other side of the kitchen and we'll make our salad. Well, we've got our octopus ready to go. And now we're going to take it out and we're going to cut it up. That's the head of the octopus reduced down. Oh yeah, this is going to be delicious. So let's get ready and cut this boy up. We'll cut it up in small pieces. Oh yeah. Oh, she's cutting beautiful. If you could only smell what I'm smelling, it is delicious. Just beautiful pieces of white meat, very similar to calamari. There's no strong smell or taste to an octopus, it just needs to be seasoned. All right, so we have got our octopus all cut up. We are now going to take our celery and our Italian parsley and put it in here. And we've got our black olives that have all been pitted. Let's just get our ingredients on here. And we have the squid as well coming. And now we have squid just sitting there cooled down. And we're going to put all of this in here as well. Now this is what you call a seafood salad. We'll put a little bit of seasoning on it, a little bit of kosher salt or sea salt, whatever you like. And season it obviously to taste. A little onion powder. And I might have to adjust this after I taste it. Some garlic, just a little bit. And some black pepper. And now some olive oil. We're going to squeeze a lemon in here. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Another one. The celery and the lemon go excellent together. That's how my dad made this, and my mom and dad made this growing up. And boy, the celery was extremely tasty. So we're going to mix this. I like a lot of seafood in a seafood salad. I don't like it to be skimpy. I don't want the greens to be the star of the dish. The seafood is the star of the dish. So these tastes are going to bring out the seafood. I'm going to try one. I'm going to try a piece of octopus. Very, very nice. I'm going to put a little bit more salt. I think it needs a little bit more. And a little bit more granulated garlic, I believe. We'll just mix this around. Oh, this is a dish to die for. Look at this. Is this not delicious? All right, we'll taste it now. Let's take a piece of calamari and some olive. This tastes delicious. I think you guys are going to really like this. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I mixed in the rest of the garlic that came out of the pan when it cooked in. It was just a beautiful taste and aroma to it. I've got the red peppers in there, the fire roasted red peppers. And this smells and tastes absolutely delicious. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a tribute to my dad, Al Caputo, and my mom as well for bringing us up and with just some beautiful dishes. We're going to be starting a series on a tribute to my father. Never knew he was that kind of a cook. In the household we grew up, my mom did all the cooking, but when they became retired back in '79 and they moved to Florida at that time, my dad decided to move into the kitchen and give my mom a break, and my mom loved it. And as you can see, these are the dishes that my dad prepared. And my mom gave him a full high five on every one. My wife had just come home from work, and this afternoon, this was a surprise, doing this special tribute to my dad on seafood salad. This is a la Al Caputo. So, Amy, we just took this out of the refrigerator. I let it cool down. I want to show everybody what it looks like. We just let it cool down. I'm a little different. I like hot meat on a cold salad, but not everybody's like me. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in the dish for her, and we're going to get first-hand review. So here we go, honey.
Okay. I love the chewiness. That's awesome.
Now we're going to rate it on different scales for everybody involved. How's the seasoning?
Excellent.
All right. Don't say it because I'm your husband. Tell the truth.
Just kidding.
No, but tell
really
the truth. Okay.
No, it really tastes good. You have it seasoned well.
That's 2 thumbs up for me right now.
The important part of this salad is the lemon.
Oh, the
and
lemon.
you really did have enough lemon in it.
Yes.
I love that. This is excellent. I could make a meal out of this for
And
lunch.
do you like the, this is a new addition. I took a gamble putting fire roasted peppers. And then I think it really goes good with those Italian cured olive.
I love it.
Oh.
Excellent job. I like this. You guys have to make this salad. It's so good.
It's not hard, but I will have the recipe for this in the links below. So from our family to yours, thank you. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.